Hi everyone, it's LaShonda from Labors of Love with another Therapy Thursday video. So today I want to talk about displacing our anger. We displace our anger often, even in ways that we sometimes don't consider. So if you think about how many times during your average day or week that you encounter situations that offend you, upset you, hurt your feelings, make you feel unsafe, but don't respond to them, what generally happens is during those encounters, we kind of just take it in and we store it there. And when we store it there, we don't actually ever give a proper outlet for it, meaning we don't address the things that were offensive or hurtful or made us feel unsafe. And so all of that just gets stored up, but it has to go somewhere, and eventually it does. So what this reminds me of is the movie Black Panther. If you remember, during Black Panther, King T'Challa's sister made him another Black Panther suit. And one of the defining characteristics of this suit is that as he took hits, the suit would absorb the energy from the hits he took and store it until at a later time when he chose, he could unleash all of that pent up energy against his enemies. And that is like what we do when we do not address the things that are happening in our everyday lives. So you wake up in the morning and your child or your significant other says something or doesn't do something that, you feel they should have done or is part of the routine. And so you take that hit and you're like, you know what? I'm not even going to say nothing. My day is just started and I'm not even going to go there. So you leave, and on your way to work, you maybe encounter someone who's not driving the way you feel they should drive, but you don't like honk your horn or give them the finger or anything like that. You just like, let me just hurry up and get to work. You get to work or you get to school and someone does something you don't like, or they don't do something you feel they should have done. So you take that hit and you just like, I'm not even going to say, I'm just going to go to my desk and I'm going to do that, right? So we spend so much time rationalizing why we're not going to address the things that are happening in our everyday lives. We store up all of that energy until usually a person we're close to, have a close relationship with, they do something or they say something and it is like, that's it. And then we unleash it all on them. And it's not even like we're choosing to do it or we're oftentimes making it a conscious choice to do that, but we've just had enough. Oftentimes we get to the breaking point of just having enough because we haven't addressed the individual situations that are happening as they're occurring, or even if time passes, to be able to go back and unleash some of that or release some of that energy, not in a lashing out kind of way, but in a, hey, we need to talk about this. This can happen as a cumulative effect, like all the little things that are happening in your life are storing up and then you unleash. But we also do this with individual people. So we're in a relationship with someone and they say something and we're like, I ain't even gonna say nothing. And then something happens again. I ain't even gonna say nothing until at another point in time later down the road, they say something else. And then months of irritation and frustration and hurt gets poured out on that person. And because we didn't address it months ago, they've repeated the offenses, but they didn't even know they were offensive. And so sometimes these infractions keep happening because we don't address them when they happen. And so whether it's with an individual person or this cumulative effect, we store up all of this energy until we can't take it anymore. And next thing you know, we lay the boom on people. And that has a tendency to be oftentimes very not helpful for our relationships. And sometimes it gets reinforced because after we like have this big blow up, we see a change in the person's behavior and we say, see, that's what it took. But I would suggest that maybe addressing the small things as they happen could also have the impact where they will no longer do the things that are offensive. So that's my encouragement this week. Don't just store up all of this negative energy from all of these incidents and situations that are occurring, but actually address things as they're happening or very quickly after they happen so that the person, one, understands the experience that you've had and that they can adjust their behavior accordingly, and so that you're not storing up all this stuff so you get to your breaking point. If you have a difficult time addressing concerns as they arise and you feel that you store up a lot of energy, Labors of Love would like to walk alongside you on that journey. Feel free to reach out to us at www.thelaborsoflove.com. We're on all the major social media outlets, and don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Until we connect again, be well.